So hi guys, should have been out today on the water, so this could have been a completely different video. Conditions look great, but checked the weather again this morning and the wind had picked up, so I had to basically cancel the trip. So I thought I'd use this time to go over some of the questions that I keep seeing popping up pretty much on a daily basis, on forums, on Facebook chats. It's for the people who have just purchased a Viking Kayak, so it's about seats. What kind of seat should I go with? Should I go with a padded seat, flat seat, high back seat, low back seat? Should I go with no seat at all? Should I just go with a backrest? The reasons people I suppose are asking, and they're getting conflicted information regarding what seat they should go with, is because it all comes down to the design of how the Viking Kayak is, regardless if it's the GT, the 400, the Reload. Their cockpits are designed in a way to mould your natural sitting position, I should say, where other kayaks are basically a flat cockpit inside, so it doesn't really make that much difference on what seat you go with regarding any other kayak. With the Viking Kayak, it's a completely different ball game altogether. So, for example, like I said, their cockpit is designed so where your feet sit next to your pegs, it's flat, and then it bevels up to your natural shape of your legs, and then you sit back down again into pretty much the same height as where your feet were, and you've got that hump in the middle that's basically behind your legs. Now, when I first purchased my Viking, the first thing that came into my head was I wanted something that was comfortable, because here in the UK it's all about windows of opportunity, and if you get a full day then you take advantage of it. So I can be out from 4 hours to 12 hours, depending on the situation of the UK weather. If it's pretty bad out at sea, then I will normally do inland on the rivers. So I will normally pretty much average 8 to 10 hours a day out on the Viking. But coming back to it, the first thing that I wanted was comfort. I wanted comfort. So first thing I did, I suppose same as a lot of people, is they go with a padded seat. And most padded seats come with what they call a high back. So it's sort of, if you look at this one here, this is actually the seat that I actually use now. It'll start off at this height, and then it'll go up, and it'll have a nice curve at the top, and then it'll come back around again. And it'll have on the base maybe 2 to 3 inch padded base bottom. So same as anybody, I went out and I purchased a padded seat. Gets it out on the water, and after the first thing that I noticed was I couldn't properly access anything behind me, because of that, how the kayak went. How the seat went up at the back. I was struggling to turn around to access my chill pod, or if you use a crate or anything that's behind you and you need to access, you will struggle. So the first thing that you need to look at is making sure that you do have a low back seat, because it does make things a little bit awkward for you. So if you are out at sea and you are in a bit of a swell or a little bit of a chop and you do need to access, it can be a little bit awkward, and it can become, I suppose, a little bit unsafe. So yeah, go with something that's low backed. The other thing that I noticed after a while paddling when I had a padded seat was, after about an hour, I noticed that my legs were sitting up a lot higher than they should be, which meant that my legs, because your seat was pretty much like that, my legs were sort of digging in around this area. So after a couple of hours, my legs did start feeling a little bit, I wouldn't say numb, but they didn't feel great, to be honest with you. And the other thing that I noticed as well with the padded seats was they're always that little bit longer from that point, and you normally come out a little bit further. So accessing the central hatch as well became a bit of an issue. The seat, after a while of paddling, slid forward a little bit and it over lapped the central hatch. So it made it, so I ended up finding I was lifting the front seat up and trying to turn it round. So it made things a little bit awkward for me. So the other thing that I noticed, which I didn't notice at the time, was that 3-inch padded base affected the stability of the kayak. It's all coming back to, again, how the Vikings designed. So again, it's not a flat cockpit inside, it's moulded the design of your natural curves of your body, well, from your waist down to your legs, down to your ankles. So because the Vikings designed so you sit naturally, by you adding that 3 inches of that padded seat, made you sit higher, which made your knees sit higher. It put more strain, believe it or not, on my ankles because of the angle of my feet onto the pedals. And you just wouldn't believe that a 3-inch padded seat would make that much difference. And I didn't really notice the big differences until I took it back and I said, listen, this seat just doesn't suit, a padded seat just doesn't suit this type of kayak because of the way it's designed. So I had a look through some of the seats where I purchased my Viking from, and I came across this one. This one is a Feelfree Deluxe. It's a very low backed, so I can access anything that's behind me regarding if you use a crate, or for me it's my chill pod, or collecting my rods from behind, or it makes it very easy to just turn around, access, and then do whatever I want to do because I've got no restrictions and I haven't got that big bevel top. So again, that was a big plus for me straight away, the low back. The second thing was it was a completely, well, we say flat seats, they do have a little bit of padding in, but they are a very, very low profile base. So you are sitting pretty much how you're supposed to sit, how it's designed. You're sitting in that low section of the kayak. So you're sitting in the low section, then your legs go up naturally, and then it goes back down again to where your feet are. I noticed when I connected the seat to the kayak and I went out to try it out, the first thing that I noticed before the easy access to the back was the stability of the kayak. It made a big difference. It all comes down to sitting at that low centre of gravity for how that kayak's designed. So yeah, the first thing I noticed was the stability was a lot better. Even though the Viking reload was mega stable in the first place, it just didn't feel, it just felt that little bit more stable. And my legs, knees, when I was sitting, instead of them being higher, they were lower. So they were at that natural curve of how you would sit anyway. So yeah, just going to a flat-based seat made a massive difference to the stability. It made a massive difference to how my legs were actually positioned, and it just felt a completely different ride altogether. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is don't go for a padded seat because it will make a big difference to your ride compared to a flat seat. You're probably asking now, well, if I go with a flat seat, is it going to be comfortable? Am I going to be able to spend X amount of time out on sea, inland rivers, or on a lake? Or the answer is basically yeah. I've paddled this out for, like I said, if I did it on an average, I'm out for 8 hours. On a good day, I can be out for 11, 12 hours, and I can be very comfortable all day. It's perfect because I can access the back because it's a lower back, lower centre of gravity because of the low base. The legs are sitting naturally perfect as they should be for how the Viking's designed. So the options that you've got, I would say, are what I've just described. Don't go with the seat at all, or just go with a backrest that fits in the slot at the back of the Viking. So I hope this video does help, guys, on purchasing a seat. If it's give you something to think about. If you want to go with a padded seat, go with one, you know. But me personally, on the experiences in the town that I've had out, just go with the basic seat, and everything will be fine. So if you enjoy this video, guys, and you want to watch anything else that I do out at sea, out in inland rivers, coasting, fishing, please subscribe, it would be great, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.